the way that I've found that works best for leading in is one, hey, what has you shopping? What's going on?
Yep.
What are you looking to accomplish here? And asking, are you calling us first? Where are we in the list? Are we first, second, third, fourth, fifth office you called? And then asking direct question. Okay, well, we're the third office you called. What's missing from the first two?
Right.
You've already had 2 conversations with someone like me. I can guess it's probably not your hobby to call insurance people and talk with them and spend your valuable time. So what's missing so far? Why haven't you signed with the other 2?
Yep.
And just whatever they tell you is solid gold, because that is telling you what is missing, so you know what you have to deliver if you want to win.
No, I love that. And I didn't mean when I said lead, and I think that's
no,
right.
you're good, man.
No, but I do. What I meant by that is, whatever that tool is that you have in your tool shed, I think you should sharpen it and use that.
Absolutely.
And if your whole thing is not, employee handbooks and safety trainings and OSHA and whatnot, don't use that. So many people try to be all things to all people, and they end up being nothing to nobody.
When someone, if they call our office and ask to speak with me, they don't get through immediately. They have to make an appointment. And the reason why they make an appointment is because I want them watching the broker selection video first. And I said, I'm happy to meet with you. I'm available at such and such time. Between now and then, I want you to watch this 11-minute video. It will help explain the way that we operate. It's different than how you're probably used to going to market. It is in your business's best interest. Whether you work with me or not, you need to watch this video. It's not a sales pitch. It is informative of what we believe is the best way to shop for business insurance. And I know if they watch it or not, because we track the links in our emails, and I know if they click the link. Now, I don't know how much of the video they watch, but I know if they open the email and if they click the link. And if they haven't clicked the link, I won't meet with them. And I use what Marcus Sheridan calls assignment selling in that context, because the very first thing that I'm going to say when we get on the phone is, hey, what'd you think of that video? And I know if they watched it or not, because I checked before I got on the call with them. And if they say, oh, I haven't watched it yet, I'm going to say, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to hold this call with you then. Let me know when you've watched it and we can have a conversation, because I'm not going to spend my valuable time regurgitating what's already in that video. If you're not going to spend 11 minutes to use your time to get something that's valuable, why would I spend time with you if you're not going to invest in getting better about the process? Now, 85, 90% of the time, that hasn't been a thing. But I mean, it is a thing for a low end, low value prospect. They're going to be like, screw it. I don't care. I want a quote. And what's my answer? I'm not going to give you a quote. I'm not going to waste my valuable time going to market for you if you're not going to follow very simple instructions.
Dude, I love that. No, I love that.
Because the great prospects, they're totally fine watching the video. They're like, oh, you made a video about broker selection model. Oh, it's useful for me and my business. That's why I tell them, even if you don't use RiskWell, even if you choose to not hire us, it's still really useful information, and you will benefit in your business from it, whether you work with us or not. Once they hear that, the smart ones always watch it.
And I think what I love the most about that is, that you have the process and you stick to that process. If they don't follow your process, because too many people they will bend their own processes, and they will bend their own, and cheat on their own rules, so to speak, because they want to write anything and everything they can. And so like, oh, it's okay, they didn't watch the video, but you've committed to that. And as Dr. Billy Williams say, you want to make sure if they don't fit that standard, then you're not going to write that. If they don't follow that process, you're going to walk away and you're okay with that.
Yeah. And the way that it's presented to them is it saves us time in our conversation and makes it a whole lot easier for you to decide if you want to work with us or not. Because if you watch the first half of that video and you go, nah, I'm good, I don't want to do business that way, I'm not interested in doing that RiskWell broker selection model thing, then you're probably going to call back or email and say, hey, you know what, we're good, I don't need to meet.
And you're probably okay with that.
And I'm totally okay with that.